All right, Coach, first opened back in 2017. There's a look at the gleaming new Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Atlanta Falcons. And he'll get across the 20 before. Now a play fake here on first down. Being chased out left. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Mariota now on second down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you, from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season-opening opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. If I'd missed him, it would have been a different story. Night. So
from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Steps away to his left. And this is incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
He's going to, and this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games, and another good start to this one, out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. From the gun, Mayfield. Forced out to his left. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
On third down, Mayfield. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Taken in at the 22. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. So out come the Falcons now. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Now a second down throw for Mariota. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now Mariota, and finding the tight end Hooper. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. Mariota on first down. Buying time to his left. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose, and the Buccaneers have it.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Three down. Hey, check. Time. Where are they, team? Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. I'm coming for you, man.
Mariota now after the fumble recovery. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Let's go.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Working out of the gun, Mariota flushed out right. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
4th down, Mariota. And it's complete. Hooper. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Going underneath, it's Coleman. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Mariota again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. To the air again, Mariota. It's caught outright by Graham. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Tevin Coleman with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. 2nd down, Mayfield. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Following the interception here, Mariota. Throw left side complete. It's Jones. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Mariota now to throw on first down. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Ito Smith, his first carry. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Mariota. He is going to find Hill here. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. Throwing is Mariota. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Following the interception, Mayfield. He'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
First down, Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. Looking downfield for Jones. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. This one left side caught by Berrios. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Braxton Berrios, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have made this a one-score game. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told them, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
I got two. Single, slot. One.
Throwing again. Mariota on 2nd and 10. Dancing to his left. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
One.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Jones has it. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down. Now the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10.
Detroit!
Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Gone!
To throw, Mayfield. Over the middle, he gets it to Berrios. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Throw to the right, taken in by Berrios. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Mayfield on 1st down. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Final play of the half, Mayfield. He sets to fire deep. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Leopard! Leopard! Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Mayfield to throw it. Incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Here's Mayfield. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route, it's extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
A 1st down throw for Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
DJ Reed, who played in college at Kansas State, made the tackle.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They will run again with Coleman. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. There's more coming.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Keep it rolling. Keep it rolling.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down at the 28. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Hurry up, here we go.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Eli Harold in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. That one goes for 24 yards. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And his throw here's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll look to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Gone, 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 gone.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 33. And he'll actually lose about 7 yards on the return, but they have possession of the football on the turnover.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
A 1st down throw for Mariota. Going underneath, it's Coleman. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Play action supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. Only a pickup of 2, but that's all they needed for the 1st.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st. Right back to him on 1st down. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Josh Jones in on the stop. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Design run for their wideout. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling. Set, 180.
Here's Coleman. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the 1st. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On the read option, it's Mariota. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down.
So finally, at this stage of the game, he lets his legs carry him for a big-time first down. But I think this is all set up by his eyes throughout the game. He's been taking it all in as he's watched this thing unfold. And finally, the eyes carried the legs and took him downfield.
You're right. His longest run of the game waited till the fourth quarter, and maybe that lulled the defense to sleep a little bit. Being chased out left. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Eli Harold in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete.
I remember being taught that cliches have become so for a reason. A lot of times they're true, right? What's that they used to tell us about letting sleeping dogs lie? Well, this one wasn't sleeping. Maybe it was just slumbering a little bit. But taking that gamble there, you got the lead. You may have ignited him now.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. P.J. Williams with a pick. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Following the interception here, Mariota going to throw deep for the end zone. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
I was going to ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Jones. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Third and long for Mayfield. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield, and it's incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Detroit!
A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. And Watson has it right side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. P.J. Williams with a pick. Fights him off. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Mariota here to throw. And to the tight end, Olsen, right side. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
It's not a bad idea. Set up in the gun. Send a bunch of guys out wide and let the defense think you're going to try and put one in the end zone. But here, the draw play just gets bottled up from the start, and he'll wind up losing yardage.
And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. On play action, Mariota. Steps away to his left. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Tech McKinley in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now Mayfield. And Watson has it right side. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively a dime look, 6 DBs. Mayfield looks to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Desperation time. Mayfield on fourth down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. This is Coleman. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Throwing here, Mariota. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. Under pressure, they got him again. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Second down, Mayfield. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. One last shot for Mayfield here. Flushed out right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for Atlanta, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Washington Redskins come to town. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.